Welcome to the Everton News Daily. Sean Dyche has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's game against Manchester United at Goodison Park at 4:30 on Sunday. It's set to be an emotionally charged afternoon at Goodison after Everton were deducted 10 points last week by the Premier League. Lots of protests being, organised as we speak even. Big banners that'll be on display inside the ground as well. Dyche was asked about his opinion on the points deduction. This is what the Everton boss had to say.
I think like everyone, well certainly everyone in these parts was shocked. And seemingly the wave of noise after that seemed like most people in football, around football, are shocked. The enormity of it, disproportionate, is a word that's been used by the club. And, so obviously we're going to feel a bit aggrieved by that. On the other hand, it doesn't change the focus. The focus since I got here has been sorting things out on the pitch, getting the team to win, getting the team to feel different, the performances to be different. And we were obviously on the right lines for that and delivering strong performances, I felt. And then this has just given us a push backwards to then come forwards again. That's the job hasn't changed for me. It's just made it more difficult in the current circumstances until the appeal, of course.
What impact then?
Yeah, what can he say, really? What can the manager say? He is obviously backing the club's view on it being disproportionate. And that's really all he can talk about. He was asked, following on from that, how the team have taken it. Obviously, the players are ones who'll suffer as well. They were up to 13th, 14th in the Premier League and a second bottom again. He was asked how the team reacted to the news that they'd lost 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, the timing was strange because obviously we'd all disbanded for different reasons. So to find out then was not perfect, but then to get the players together just this morning, because all back from international duty, and speak with them. And they seemed very driven to the fact of what I started the interview with, and that's that on the pitch is still the vital thing. That's what I was brought here to do. We needed to change that, and we have been doing that. And I think the results have shown that, the performances have shown that. So sort of not losing sight of that. Now, you could argue we're well versed in it because since I've been here, there's been lots of noise around things other than just getting on with what's on the pitch. Now, I think our clarity is needed even further. And I think the players know that. We certainly know it as a staff. And I think the fans will know that. They're, like I say, I'm sure they're aggrieved at the bigger picture of what's going on. But the fact is, I think they'll be supporting the team. I'm absolutely sure of that. And I think the team need that connection, and we've got to continue to build it. So it does come from inside of what we do. The performances on the training pitch go into games, and then the fans joining in with that. So I think, the players are well in a clear mindset, I think, for that. And I think Dom's right. And I think, as I said, a number of the senior pros have made that clear to the group. And I think that's an important factor, that we take ownership of the moment and go and deliver.
There you go. Off the back of that, today, Mikel Arteta has spoken about it and said that he feels still connected to the club due to the time he spent there. And he said that there's one thing I know about the people and at that football club, how they will fight to get out of this. And David Moyes, our former boss, said he was really, really disappointed with the points deduction news for Everton. But he thinks the way Sean Dyche has got the team playing and stuff, there's still a good chance Everton will survive anyway this season, still be a Premier League club next season. That is, of course, without what will happen in the appeal, of course. Finally, the manager was asked about an injury update ahead of the game. Yes, there is a game this Sunday ahead of the game. This was the boss's response to that question.
Yeah, Amma's his calf, I don't think will be right. It's still sore. The other lads, 3 of them had a game in the week, including Lewis Dobbin, who's slightly younger, but the 3 older boys with Ben, Keno, with Seamus all played in the week, so that's good, getting them some minutes. Seamus come through no problem. So that's kind of, I spoke with him about it. I think when you've had a long-term injury, that 90 minutes is sort of the final marker, really. So I certainly think he'd be around it. He's been training very well. He's a great voice around the place. We know that. So yeah, it's good for them just to get as many minutes as possible on top of the lads who have been away as well, of course, and got minutes while they've been on international football.
And also on Sunday there is an atmosphere walk to build that up. It's going from the Brick Pub on Sunday 3:45. It's due to finish around Goodison Park on Goodison Road around 4:05. So if you're interested, in getting involved in that as well, making sure that that atmosphere is then carried into the stadium, as I'm sure we will let the Premier League know exactly how we feel about their punishment. Current Everton defender who's out on loan, Mason Holgate, he might soon to be former Everton defender, said that Sean Dyche told him he wasn't his type of defender. That's when the young defender, it's not young defender, that's when the defender knew that he would have to leave Goodison Park. Holgate, who has been at Everton since a young defender, he's never really nailed that centre-back position down, has he? It looked like, certainly under Carlo Ancelotti, he was beginning to do that. Looked like he was maturing into a defender who would become an important part of the Everton back four. But injuries too often have curtailed any good run he's been on. Loss of form, he's been used at right back as well. He's never, ever really been able to hold down a regular place for Everton. He's gone off to Southampton this season on loan. He's obviously done this interview. He wants to get minutes, wants to put himself, I guess, in the shop window. And obviously coming out saying that he's not the manager's type of defender kind of hints that he will be leaving Everton on a permanent basis given the chance. So that's from Mason Holgate. And another player who's left Everton is in the news today, and that is Richarlison. The story is saying that he may be allowed to leave Tottenham Hotspur in January. That is according to reports. The Brazilian hasn't really settled in North London, and reports coming out of Brazil saying that he doesn't feel connected to Tottenham Hotspur, obviously in the way that he felt connected to Everton. It does go on to say that Everton are monitoring the situation of whether they could get the Brazilian back to Goodison Park. I think it's highly unlikely unless Spurs just want him to go out on loan and get some minutes, but I can't see it myself. I'd love to have him back, but I just can't see it. That is it for the Everton News Daily. Make sure you check out all the stuff that is on the channel. Make sure you check out our Blue Friday offer if you want to get some gear over the weekend. That is there as well. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to become a Toffee TV Premium member, the link is in the description. The QR code's on the screen now. See you later.
And don't forget, this weekend it is the Blue Friday event. 25% off everything in our shop to obviously celebrate Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The sale must end Monday night, midnight. Get in there for all your Christmas jumpers and gifts ahead of the Christmas period. Head over to Toffee TV, esc.com/shop or toffeetv.myshopify.com.